Okay, so I've come to the realization that Josh is just never wearing a shirt again.
For work.
Every time we're working. I know, they're getting wrecked.
And sweaty.
And sweaty. Hi, we're Josh and Tamara, and this is our 46-foot Hunter sailboat Honu time. We're a couple of Canadians that traded land life to be full-time cruisers.
This is fun stuff.
Over the past year, we've been working tirelessly to get her shipshape and ready for new adventures to warm, crystal blue water. Join us every Friday as we bring our O1 boat back to the 21st century and have a lot of fun along the way. Thanks for being a part of the journey. So we got our exhaust hose to fix, our radiator hose, exhaust hose.
It's the exhaust hose.
Exhaust hose to fix up the holy one that we had. So it comes in a really big piece of 12.5 feet. So we just have to measure it up, try and cut the stuff because it's got wires running through it, which is really difficult, but it makes it stable and sturdy, right?
Yeah.
That's the
yeah,
point.
I gotta soften it though.
Yeah.
So we'll measure it out. Measure twice, cut once.
Yes.
And then
Because it's really expensive hose.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
But this stuff lasts like 20 years. So
I
how
know.
expensive is it, right? Like
I guess.
You know,
when you boil it down.
When you boil it down. And
Yeah.
then we'll feed it back through, tie it up to the muffler box, then back up into the turbo, we'll clamp it all in. We won't be able to test it because I don't have the alternator yet and I need a new rad cap. We've measured it a bunch of times. We're just going to throw it up into our step stool. And then we got a kind of all-purpose metal cutting blade there. So this is rubber reinforced with steel, so it's tricky to cut. Not if you have the right Ryobi tool set.
Ryobi rules. Perfect. Alrighty. Time to wrestle this baby in. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but we figured if we use some Dawn soap, then we should be able to kind of get a little bit more slip to it. So we'll see. No too much lube? Okay.
Okay, fire it through.
Ready?
That's the muffler right there.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's okay. Okay, there's the muffler. The problem is it leans forward, so I have to get it to prop up so we can put the exhaust hose on that end. It's not easy. It's a challenge.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge. Okay, I got it lifted.
Okay.
You can just try and inch that forward a bit.
Push it?
Yeah, push it forward and twist if you can.
Twisting is not easy.
No, I know. It's not gonna work.
Word. Now we just gotta push it in. Wow, that was a process.
Oh. That was hard.
That was hard. It was the pipe is really sturdy and really rigid, and it's terribly hard to bend. And we had to put this elbow into it to get it up to the exchanger, and it was a bit intense. The other side went on a lot easier than we thought, and we thought that was going to be our hard part, where this part was much worse.
Yeah, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
We had 2 different ratchet straps. We were pulling back on it and pulling up on it and trying to get it to...
My foot was kicking in. And
it's still not 100%, but we have to take the whole kitchen galley out of the way again to get in, put the alternator, and then I got to fix some electrical stuff on that side of the motor. So I think when we get that off, we'll be able to give it one more tug from this side
and
put a second clamp on it. Right now we only got 1 clamp holding it, but you need 2.
Yeah.
So we'll get that when we get to this side.
And right now it's form fitting.
Cool.
So it's working its way into that elbow, and I think it'll be easier. I'm going with it'll be easier.
I'm really thirsty.
Okay. Would you like a beer?
I sweated a little bit there.
I'll get you a Gatorade.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right. So half of our engine projects are done. We just have to wait for the rest of it to arrive, and then we're back up and rocking and rolling again.
Yeah, we'll get the sucker running.
Yeah. We are back at it again in the engine compartment. This is kind of our favorite place.
Oh, I love hugging it. Hug it every day.
Time for knee pads. But we finally got our alternator. So that's going in today, and we're cleaning up the starter wiring because that was...
It's all corroded and stuff.
Messy.
So we're in there now.
Yeah.
We have access to it. I've redone some of the cables for the starter solenoid. There's like a little switch in there that it was so hard to get to, and we had to actually, where one of them had fallen off and we had a no start issue.
Yes.
And we were able to find it at least, but I'm like, if that happens again, I want to be able to access it. So I've extended all the wires on those. I'm going to mount it properly. It's just dangling there right now. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's fun trying to fix other people's stuff.
Yes.
Not
There's
factory,
so many weird wires in here that are not connected to anything. They're just dangling around in the motor somewhere, and trying to figure out why they decided to do that, what they were trying to bypass, and how we can get it back to the way that it's supposed to be.
When we first got the boat, the tachometer didn't work, and I could see that actually you have 2 choices to run a tach. You can run it off the flywheel or you can run it off the alternator. So I think they were running the tachometer off the alternator for a while, but we bought a new gauge kit and we replaced the whole control panel and everything. So now we're running it back off the flywheel.
Right.
So we've been able to get rid of those wires that were just hanging out off the alternator. I didn't like them in there anyway.
No, exactly.
It's getting cleaner in there in so many different ways.
It's going to be a brand new engine at some point here. That's what we're working towards, I guess, little by little, step by step. But anyways, we're going to have her back together today. Fingers crossed we'll have a running engine, and then we'll be actually able to move the boat again. And then start bottom paint and through hulls, which is going to be so much fun.
Oh, we got some serious plumbing to do.
We do.
And some fiberglass stuff. We're going to do a little bit of that this week. And
It's just stuff. Otherwise, we'd be just sitting on the dock. I mean, it's okay. Yeah.
We have a fairly big project at the bow that we have to get into. We have a bunch of cracking and stuff around the windlass.
It doesn't feel secure.
No, so we're going to pull that out. We're going to pull the anchor, basically the whole anchor locker apart.
Yeah, we have to make a compartment for the chain to go into, because right now it just scatters throughout the entire anchor locker, and we're worried it's going to get mixed up with the other anchor and chain that's sitting in there, and we end up with a big jumbled mess.
We'll put a good divider in there so it goes to both sides. And
just things, stuff and things.
I mean, it's a 20-year-old boat. It's seen its stuff.
Yeah.
We're just slowly picking away at making things better.
Yeah. But for now, it's the alternator.
Let's get the electrical done on this baby.
Okay, so moment of truth. We have all of the electrical connections back together. This shiny new alternator in place. And now we are going to fire it up and see if she goes.
For 6 months now, I've been chasing a leak coming. When it rains really hard, it drips out of this inspection plate where the mast is, and I could not figure it out forever.
No.
And then the other day it was pouring rain, so I went out there and we had a flashlight in here, and Tamara was looking up here, was pushing, and then I think we found it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like and the mess that I just made.
Yes.
It's a mess, sorry.
It's a mess.
Gotta wash the boat again, sorry.
Always watching the boat.
So originally, this button here, you can see it's kind of messy because I put butyl underneath of it to seal it up to see if that did it, but we thought that fixed it, but it wasn't. It was actually the caulking seal right around this window here. So I've just finished cutting all of the caulking out, and I'm going to finish cleaning it up with acetone and get as much of the old residue off, and then I'm going to use 4200. I'm going to tape it and do a nice bead of caulking in there, but that's where it's leaking in. It runs into there, and it follows its way down into that little inspection plate, and it leaks on the floor. So hopefully this fixes it. Cleaned out the whole channel, pulled all the old caulking out. It was actually only failed over there, but it was starting to let go over along here too, so I thought, what the heck, I'll just cut it all out. This will be temporary. We're actually going to place these windows soon, but for now we don't want them to leak, so I'm just taped it all up, and I'm going to squeeze in the 4200 there, make a nice edge, and peel it up, and hopefully not have it all over the place. This is dangerous. Sticky black glue on white gel coat.
Do you need something to clean it up with, or?
Yep. Yeah. This is a towel and acetone.
Do you fill it more, or does it fall in when you rub it over?
Oh, I'm filling it.
Oh, are you? Okay.
It's coming out like crazy. I'll use this whole tube in this one little track.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's deep.
It is deep.
So,
Look at that nice line. That looks great.
hopefully that fixes our leaky mast.
Oh, that would be so nice. That's pretty fantastic, babe.
It's not bad.
It looks great.
It isn't the way I would like to do it. I'd like to actually cut it out and replace the window and do it properly, but
We're not there yet.
We're not there, but if this fixes our leak, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
This will work for now.
Yep.
So, yeah. This stuff's really actually nice to work with.
Is it? Not too goopy?
No, it's nice, it's smooth, and it's good too because it's not, it doesn't harden like a glue. It stays soft.
Oh, that's good. So it'll flex with the boat.
It's supposed to. Like that window will heat up and expand and contract versus the fiberglass, and it's supposed to do that. So as long as it keeps the water out, that's the only thing that really matters. But
yeah.
Super expensive.
is it?
Yeah.
It's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Well, it's got that, it's woven so you can stretch it.
So it reacts more like fabric would.
Yeah, kind of, it does.
If you've been around here for a bit, you know we're DIY all the time. We like to be right into the thick of things and get it done ourselves. But sometimes you have to leave it up to the professionals. I'd like to introduce you to John of Coastal Canvas. We knew we had to get an enclosure before heading south in November, and he was the man for the job. This was a very big and very expensive job, and my sewing skills and machine were not up to the task. At some point, we'll get a proper sail right, but for now, we can leave it up to the master. Well, kinda. Little secret about me, I like to be in control, so I couldn't just hand the keys over and say it's all you. Sorry, John. We were involved in the planning and design, which proved to be very intricate. I mean, why would it be cookie cutter and straightforward? We'll have to tie into our already existing side panels that come off the hardtop, and I really wanted the princess seats included. This is going to make for a lot of specialty panels, but boy will it be amazing. We'll gain a huge living space in our cockpit, but I know it's going to be worth its weight in gold in a couple of weeks. Do you feel like you're in an episode of Dexter right now?
Yeah,
The walls are wrapped in plastic. You're like, what's gonna happen next? This beautiful sunset cruise to go home. We had the most amazing spread of crabs.
It wasn't anything else.
It wasn't anything else. It was just crabs. But it was so good.
Virginia blue crabs.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and it was on special tonight, so
yes.
Very affordable, very delicious.
We annihilated those things.
Oh, we were covered. And the guy's like, do you guys want to come back and use the sink back here? I'm like,
yes.
So good.
It was awesome. But the beauty of it, sitting there, we were eating dinner and just listening to the conversation of everyone around us, and everybody's in a great mood talking about their cruising and what they've done and places they've gone to. And we met a beautiful, lovely couple tonight that just out of the blue, we befriended them and we exchanged numbers, and now we have new friends in Urbana, and I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love this lifestyle.
They were super funny.
They were
awesome,
funny.
awesome people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be in such that mindset, such a great mood, and it's fun. It's a total change from the normal suburbia life that we've lived forever.
Oh, you don't talk to your neighbors. And
Yeah.
This is the exact opposite.
It is.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Anyways, check out this sunset. It's gorgeous. We're gonna be out in the river, the Rappahannock River, in just a minute, and we're gonna enjoy a sunset cruise tonight. So, punch it, Chewy.
I love my Yamaha. And it's a beautiful night to have it out. And this might be the best boat ever built, other than our big boat that carries this boat. Love this boat.
Love this boat.
It's our adventure dinghy. Thanks Highfield for building it.
Careful.
So awesome. It's hard being a filmmaker.
Life's tough. It's so tough.
Professional vloggers here. I prefer
vlog.
Digital
nomad.
Didgeridoo. Digital creator is
Oh, is
another
that what it
name
is?
that I quite like.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Mm.
Great. Create.
It's a bit intense, babe.
Creating.
That's my nose. You're up my nose. Stop it.
You're creating. Ready?
Stop it.
Move your head to the left, quick. No.
My left, your left. What are we doing? I don't even know.
Sunset.
No, it's that.